Hello and welcome back for this week's edition of On the River. I'm your host, Joe Morgulek, and I am happy to be back with you this week, bringing you the latest in local news for our area. We've got some interesting topics to cover this week, including several scholarships being handed out to St. Clair students, information on protection from mosquitoes during the summertime, and an update about a relief fund being offered by the FCC. We've got these topics to dive into and more, so without further ado, I'd like to get started by hitting on an opportunity presented by the St. Clair Public Library. This Saturday, May 22nd, the Friends of the St. Clair branch book sale is being held at the St. Clair Public Library. As a part of the city of St. Clair's Be a Tourist in Your Own Town program, the library invites those interested to explore the glory of St. Clair through its world-famous book sale. It is said that the fabulous finds from the sale include first editions, rare books, series, and ex-library books to delight collectors and readers. There will be DVDs and audiobooks to pick through as well. The sale will be held at the library on the 22nd from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. If this sale catches your interest, I would highly encourage you to check it out. Next in our local news for the week, low-income households in Michigan are now eligible for federal assistance through the Emergency Broadband Benefit Program. Michiganders who meet the income eligibility requirements, or those who have been financially impacted by the coronavirus, will be able to receive financial help to pay for their home broadband connections and internet-enabled devices as the FCC rolls out the Emergency Broadband Benefit Program. Federal lawmakers appropriated $3.2 billion to help low-income households pay for home broadband service and equipment. Through the new program, eligible consumers may receive a $50 monthly discount on their broadband bill and a $75 discount per month for eligible consumers living on a qualifying tribal land. Additionally, the Broadband Benefit Program provides a one-time device discount of up to $100 for a laptop, computer, or tablet purchased through an eligible provider. This information and more can be found on michigan.gov/MPSC. Next for the week, I want to extend my congratulations to 5 St. Clair High School students who were each awarded a $1,000 scholarship by the St. Clair Women's League. This year's recipients will be Prewa Montross, Angela Ladd, Olivia Osborne, Hannah Grippy, and Claire Wiegand. Prewa, Hannah, and Claire will be attending Michigan State University, while Angela will attend Lawrence Tech and Olivia will attend the University of Michigan. All 5 of these girls are very talented and hardworking students who go above and beyond by attending school programs, leading sports teams, and helping out within the community. It is a proud accomplishment to receive this scholarship from the St. Clair Women's League, and one that will continue to help and inspire these students to continue on their paths to success throughout college. Also in the news for this week, public health workers Charity Zimmerman and Jill Schaefer climbed aboard the famous Lee A. Tregurtha freighter to administer doses of the COVID vaccine to crew members on board the ship. As Michigan continues getting vaccinated, the effort extends even to those out on the lakes, as nearly 100 crew members on these large freight-hauling ships have now received the first dose of the vaccine. The Tregurtha was headed up to Lake Superior on a trip hauling iron ore when it ported quickly to unload cargo, and also to allow the aforementioned public health workers to climb on board the ship and administer a first dose of the COVID vaccine to 5 members aboard the vessel. While the response to the vaccine varied among crew members on the ship, with some choosing not to receive a shot of the vaccine, doses have been administered to crew members from several other ships as well, contributing to the number of maritime vaccinations which was previously mentioned. The Lee Tregurtha, as well as other ships on the lakes, will likely port again to allow for the administration of more COVID shots to crew members on the boats. Lastly for this week, as the warm weather approaches in our area and the summer months come upon us, the yearly pestering of mosquitoes and the threat of diseases which they carry pose a threat to both humans and animals throughout the summertime. Diseases like the West Nile virus and Eastern equine encephalitis have a very high death rate for horses and can be contagious to humans and other animals as well. In order to protect yourselves and your animals from these diseases, a number of strategies can be put into play aside from the usual mosquito spray. A primary concern, which has caused a higher population of mosquitoes in residential areas, would be sitting waters, like kiddie pools and bird baths. By avoiding sitting waters, mosquitoes do not have places to lay their eggs near your home and will likely move elsewhere. To learn more about mosquitoes, the diseases that they carry, and how you can prevent mosquito-borne diseases, tune in to Fresh from the Field, the new podcast being offered by the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development. That's going to do it for this week's local news. As you know, we like to end our On the River segment with an introduction to one of the Great Lakes freighters that you may see passing by on our beautiful St. Clair River. This week, I would like to introduce you to a chemical and oil tanker referred to as the Algonova. The ship was built in 2007 and was purchased on the stocks by Algoma Central Corporation, along with a sister ship for service as part of their Algoma Tankers domestic product tanker fleet. The name Algonova is derived from the standard company prefix Algo, as well as the name Nova, honoring the province of Nova Scotia, the home province of Imperial Oil's large Dartmouth refinery and distribution center. The Algonova and her sister ship, Algo Canada, were built as part of a program to phase out single-hold tankers in the Algoma fleet, in order to comply with the new environmental regulations. The program had been initiated with the double-hull conversion of the tanker Algo East in 1999, followed by the purchase of the Algo Star. The Algonova was the last vessel in the Algoma tankers fleet. If you happen to see the ship passing by on the lakes, I would definitely encourage you to check it out, as chemical and oil tankers are seen much less frequently on the lakes than the cargo ships which have been mentioned on previous segments. Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of On the River. I hope you all found something interesting to take away from the show this week. I think topics like the vaccinations on the freighters and eligibility for broadband benefits are quite interesting topics. We're looking forward to quite possibly the nicest weather we've seen all year in the coming week, with lots of sun and temperatures reaching over 80 degrees. I hope everyone has the chance to get out there and enjoy the beautiful sights our area has to offer. Thank you all for tuning in. Once again, I'm your host, Joe Morgulek, and this has been On the River. Till next time.